that's a common story that I hear. I mean, it's the incident of a person asking God that question and then taking the risk to act upon it seems to be rare, but when it happens, people are just, they're blessed. And so it seems like your life and your family is one that people can look to and learn how do you take the risk of following God, taking that big step, and then how do you bring your family with you? Did you have anyone in your family saying, no, I don't want to do that, or that doesn't sound like a smart idea?
Not in my immediate family. Other family and friends, some people thought, you're making a movie? I don't know if that's wise, You've never done that before. So I had some of that, but my wife and my children were totally on board. And again, here's the thing though, people need to realize you're not taking a risk in doing that. If you're following God, it's not a risk.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. It's a big change, and we're not used to change, and change is uncomfortable. So that's understandable, but it's just getting your heart to the point that it wants to follow him. Mm-hmm. Then it's very easy. Mm-hmm. I was convicted at 32, and really, I just changed so many things in my life at that point. I said, I want to do it God's way. I'm just tired of doing my own way. It doesn't work. And then in doing that, it's actually easy. It's a little, not scary, but it's just different at times because you're not sure what tomorrow holds. But then you realize, wait a minute, he knows what it's all going to be. So it's just, he'll tell me when I need to know what I'm doing tomorrow. But today, I'll be faithful today and let him worry about tomorrow, which he has told us to do in the Bible. Because our life is a vapor, and we do not know how much time is left. And so to plan on one day I'm going to serve the Lord, or one day I'm going to get serious about doing what's right, is a fantasy world. Because you might not be around tomorrow. And we're all going to give an account one day. And it's sobering, and it should be. Even for a Christian, we're not going to have to get the judgment for our sins because we've been forgiven.
Amen.
But we're still going to have to give an account of our time, our treasures, and our talents. He's going to say, what did you do with the things I gave you to steward? And we will have to give an account. And that should sober us in a good way. Here's the key thing for Christians to realize is we have heaven to look forward to.
Amen.
That's our fun and games forever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like when we live like a lost man, which I understand a lost man wanting to vacation and do whatever, because this is all he has. That makes total sense. But for a Christian, when we get to heaven and we think back to this earth, it'll be like playing in the sewer compared to what heaven is like. And we'll go, why was I so desperate to run around and try everything down there in the sewer when this was waiting for me for all eternity? It will never end. But here's a nice thing too, is following the Lord gives you the greatest life on this earth too. That's what I learned. It's not the big sacrifice that you think it's going to be. No. Because when you do it his way, it builds healthy marriages and healthy families and children relationships. And it makes you be a blessing to others, which is wonderful. There's nothing funner than to be a blessing and encouragement to other people. And so he's not asking us to give up anything except our own desires and exchange them for his. But in the process, I'll just tell you, you're not giving up anything. His plan is 1,000 times better than your plan.
Yeah, amen. I've met some of your children. You've got quite a large quiver there, but it seems like they're pretty sharp arrows already. Have you seen some of them or all of them, but besides the singing and reaching people's hearts before you speak? Have you seen them maybe getting some callings from God and influencing people in ways other than in your family business?
Yeah, well, I think they've really sought to, and I keep encouraging them in that, just being a good example and encouragement to their age group, the friends they have and stuff. Because young people need encouragement today, and that's why I teach them, I keep imparting it to them. Boys and girls, listen, if you're doing it the right way, people are going to be attracted to that. And then you can encourage them to do it that way too, which is a blessing to them. Because if they're not doing it that way, they're going to have a lot of pain and suffering in their life, and we don't want that for them. So it's the best way you can love and be a real friend is when you encourage them, hey, don't go to that party or don't do that. Why don't you come over, we'll play games or play basketball or do something. And so you're helping them learn to be wise at a young age by being an example to them.